Okay, so Raw ended with Miz, Logan Paul, and Champa, right? All right. It's still going on for me right now on my TV. I'm just waiting for it to end. Oh, he accepted because he said he had tiny balls. Oh, he mad. Here come Champa. Here he come. Damn, Champa took your ass to the night water. Anyway, how is everyone doing? I hope you had a good day. I had a good day. Thank you for asking, young boy Jay. Anyway, let's get into Monday Night Raw. Okay, so Logan Paul was scheduled to be there. He was advertised and he was there. They left Paul and Miz's segment at the end of the show. Logan Paul was able to get the drop on Miz and on Ciampa tonight. And well, it looked like it is set. Logan Paul will face the Miz at SummerSlam. If you care, me personally, I can give less than a damn. But if the Miz whoop Logan Paul's ass, I most definitely will be watching that. Anywho's, let's get into the rest of the show. So we had the very beginning of the show had Carmella and Bianca and Mom wants you. Had Carmella, Bianca, and they had Beckula. Beckula came out there after Titus came out there. Titus has been named the global ambassador of WWE. Congratulations to you, Titus, baby. There is nobody else who deserves to be the global ambassador besides you, honey, okay? Now, if you got a problem with Titus, you got a problem with me. You want to file to Titus. You want to foul to me. You understand? Ain't nobody finna talk dirty about Titus. Okay? Titus is the dude. All right? Titus do a lot for his community. Titus work hard in his philanthropy. Okay? He doing it, honey. You want to foul to Titus. You want to foul to me. That's just how that works. Heard on, y'all. Heard on. Oh, okay. He yelling. He just yelling. Anyway, I had to post it. I'm going live on YouTube, child, so everybody can see it. But anyway, so congratulations to Titus for being named the global ambassador of WWE. Okay, congratulations to you, babe, because you definitely deserve it. And now we're gonna get into the nitty gritty. So afterwards, Becky came out there and she cut a little mini promo about how it's her, story arc is finally coming full circle at SummerSlam and shit. And I was like, okay, babe. So Bianca came out there and was like, girl, this is not your redemption story, babe. This is mine. And I am the champion, and I'm gonna beat you again at SummerSlam. Okay, she was not having it. She was like, "You're not gonna take my moment from me. That's not happening, no, ma'am." Okay, so here come No Rhythm Nation, Carmella talking about she a badass and she got a great ass. I was like, "Girl, where's the ass? Where is it?" Because it looked like Bianca got enough for you and Becky. Okay, she got enough for all y'all and some for herself. You don't have no ass, Carmella. You have an ass. You don't have an ass. You have an ass. Okay, there's a difference. It's a difference, babe. It's a difference. Okay, you got to remember that. It's an ES for you. Okay, you say ES. I'm a bad ES and I got a great ES, but you don't have no ass. You see that? You see how that works? Okay, great. So they had a match, and this match has stipulations on it. So Bianca. Okay, anyway, family stuff, mind your business. Anyway, Bianca and Carmella had a very decent match, if you call it that. The match they had last week was better than this week's match because Carmella and Becky both attacked Bianca, and Bianca ended up taking a manhandle slam from Becky, and she was kind of, I'd say she was running at a 96%. because of that manhandle slam and slight beatdown between Carmella and Becky. So when she was in the match, for the most part, Carmella was trying to weasel her way into getting the Raw Women's Championship. There were stipulations put on this match. The match stipulations were as follows: if Bianca got counted out, disqualified, well, more on the count outside, or any situation that would normally result in the championship remaining with the champion, those rules were eradicated, and that the championship could change hands on those terms. Now, for the most part, all Carmella was doing was hiding. She was in the ring for a minute, super kicking, and then running her ass out the ring. In the ring for a minute, super kicking, running her ass out the ring. That was pretty much the gist of the match. Becky tried to get involved a couple times, and ultimately Bianca ended up retaining her championship with a KOD. And that was it. Becky did try to take Bianca's title and was loving all on it like that was her man or something. And then she threw the girl title at her feet. Now, we all know Becky have an issue with holding people's titles, bitch. Now, I don't know why she threw it at that girl's feet like that or dropped it in front of her like that, but it was disrespectful. All I know is that in 2 weeks at SummerSlam, Bianca better beat her in 26 seconds or just period, or it's going to be hell to pay with me. I'm not playing. I want my 26-second victory from my girl Bianca. That's it. I don't want to hear nothing else. I don't want to hear nothing else. Nothing. Not less than a damn. Bianca gear was cute and different. Yeah, she had some real cute gear on today. I was very, very pleased with Bianca and her gear. Okay, she went out there and did it. Now, we also had a match with the Mysterios and Judgment Day. It was Damian Priest with his with his Samoa-esque coat on, going up against Rey Mysterio. Now, Rey Mysterio is down bad. Okay, Rey Mysterio done lost twice. He done lost to old man Balor over here, and he done lost to Damian Priest. Okay, he done lost to both of them. So he lost tonight. Hey, Brandy. He lost tonight to Damian Priest. He lost last week to Finn Balor. The previous week before that, he did beat Balor. But he done lost. Now, next week is the 20-year anniversary of Rey Mysterio. It's been 20 years for a lot of wrestlers that are still in the WWE or that are still around. So prior to this, it was John Cena's 20 years. Prior to that, it was Randy's. Prior to that, it was Batista's. I don't know whose it was before Batista's. But all of these wrestlers have been around for 20 plus years. So it's really interesting to see everybody come in and be on their 20-year gang and still doing it, but everybody wants Rey to retire. I think after this celebration, Rey, he'll have probably one Royal Rumble left and he's probably gonna call it quits. You know what I'm saying? But we'll just have to wait and see. Anyways, they were pestering Dominic to join Judgment Day, and when Dominic decided he wasn't gonna join, Rey told him to stay in the back, that he would handle Judgment Day himself. So they had the match tonight. Rey lost, and then they beat Rey down and put him in with the chairs, about to do the concerto. That's when Dom ran out there. Damian got a microphone and basically said, listen, you either join Judgment Day or we taking out your dad, period. Dom was like, look, I'll join the group, just don't harm my dad. Because he didn't Lita get one? I don't know. I didn't see Lita get one. Did Lita get a 20-year thing?
I didn't know she got 20.
I didn't see it. If she did, babe, I don't know. Somebody will have to tell me. One of y'all know in the comments. Y'all let me know. Because I have no idea. I didn't see hers. I literally saw Batista shit on a humbug. And then I saw that they were celebrating Randy. And then they gave John Cena a whole month. Jeff Hardy got one. I didn't know Jeff got one either. You know, I didn't know any of that. Anyways, so he pretty much, Damian Priest pretty much was just like, we was testing you. You failed the test. You're not gonna join Judgment Day. It doesn't work that way. And then they beat up Dominic. So, I don't know. Anyway, they beat up Dom, and you know they tried to concerto Rey Mysterio, but he was able to get out the ring. So we went to the back. They cut and had a little promo in the back, and Judgment Day pretty much was just like, you know, we was testing him, and he failed. He's not good enough to be in Judgment Day. He never was, just like Edge never was. They keep drumming this up. Now throughout the night, we've been getting little messages from Edge coming back. Now the first couple of videos we saw, it could have been anybody. Second video, it was very obvious that it was Edge because of Cena and because of Randy, because of the RKO t-shirt. Now, in this video, we still got some of those same tropes, but we got some new ones in there as well. There was an urn in that video. There was, what else was in that video? Let me see if I can pull it up, because I have the video on my phone. But if I play it in here, it's most definitely going to copyright flag it. Well, let me see. It shows Cena stuff again. Oh, it showed Seth Rollins, and it showed, I think it showed what am I looking at? That's what I need to look at. There it is. It showed Cena's shirt. Well, the one that I know it showed Mick Foley's shirt. That happened. That was already shown before this video came about. So you got to see Rey Mysterio's mask, Seth Rollins' picture, and the urn from Undertaker. So those were the new tropes that was in this particular video with the Edge picture. So now it says at the end that it says I am coming too, and that was it. It cut off. So now we know that he is coming back. We're not sure when. Now I did see on the dirt sheets that they were floating the idea around about him coming back next week during Rey Mysterio's 20-year celebration. But I'm not so sure that he'll be back that soon. I think Edge will probably return sometime after SummerSlam, heading off into Clash at the Castle, which is in September on the 3rd. So there's that. Okay. Hopefully Edge will be back and he'll be there and put Judgment Day in their place. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about some other stuff. So Roman Reigns is set to be on Monday Night Raw next week. Brock Lesnar is set to be on SmackDown this week. I suspect that Lesnar will pop up on Raw as well. This is the final show before SummerSlam. If Roman's ass is going to be there, Brock Lesnar's ass more than likely will be there. If he is not there, he is more than likely going to pop up on Friday Night SmackDown next week for sure, because it's a closeout show for the last show before SummerSlam. But Roman is supposed to be on Raw next week, so we're going to have to see how that play out. Now, we just had a 6-woman tag team match tonight. It was Piper, Nikki, and Tamina versus Bliss, Dana, and Asuka. Now, Dana had recently gotten into a car accident, but she was able to recover. I think she just had some minor bumps and bruises. They gave her some time off to recover from that, and now she's back, still 24/7 champion. But during this match, the chaos in this match, okay? First off, Akira Tozawa became the 24/7 champion again, but his stupid ass did not leave the ring. He rolled in it, and Nikki Ash ended up becoming champion in the match. Meanwhile, there's 2 refs out there. The black ref is out there reffing these roll-ups and shit. So you had this, Nikki Ash was champion. Bliss became champion. Right after that, she took a nasty bump from Piper, and Piper became 24/7 champion. And then Tamina became 24/7 champion again. So Tamina wasn't, getting her ass out the ring, ended up getting taken out by Dana. Dana now is the new 24/7 champion again. Okay, so Dana still has the title. She took her belt and she ran. Mind you, she was in the 6-woman tag team match, but knowing that she was in the match and she could possibly end up being rolled up at any given time, Dana ended up running out with her referee with, I think, Tamina chasing behind her. This left the door open for Nikki Ash to be pinned by Asuka, and that allowed for Asuka, Bliss, and Dana to pick up the win over Piper, Nikki, and Tamina. All right. So there was also a match between AJ Styles and Austin Theory. Now, in this particular match, Theory came out there and was talking for a good minute. Austin Theory had at least 7-8 minutes out there. He was just talking. And I was just like, yo, I don't think they should have gave him that much time. Okay. Hi, Sasha. How are you? So they gave him a big chunk of Raw for him to go and talk and talk his shit. Basically he was talking about how he's going to go back up against Bobby Lashley for his United States champion. He's going to become the second. He's going to become a 2-time United States champion, keep his briefcase, and then cash in on whoever is left over in the last man standing match and become a double title holder for the United States Championship and the WWE Universal Champion. He said he's going to do it all. Hi, Kayla. How are you? So with all that being said, honey, AJ Styles came out there and broke up the party, and he was just like, nigga, I don't like you. He was like, I don't like you. You a little brat. You an ass kisser. And of course, AJ, of course, Theory was all in his feelings and was like, I know why you don't like me. It's because you're old. You're an old veteran. And, AJ was like, listen, all that yah-rah-rah you talking now, everything I did in my past is what made me how great I am today. So they got to fighting. AJ Styles kicked him out the ring, and they have this scheduled for a match. So they started wrestling. But before that could even happen, Dolph Ziggler got his ass down there and was sitting pretty, honey. Was sitting pretty in the chair, just watching. Just waiting and watching. Now, Austin was doing some dirty shit, okay? He was messing with Dolph. I think he hit him. He hit him and he fell out the chair, or he fell. I can't remember how he did it, but he did hit him. And ultimately, Dolph didn't interfere, so because he didn't want to cost AJ Styles his match, but he sat there and just was biding his time. And baby, when Dolph got the opportunity, he kicked that nigga square in his jaw. And I was dying. He was like, I'm a pretty bitch, okay? I'm sitting pretty. I don't do that bullshit. But when it's time for me to get my ass into the game, I'm going to show you better than I can tell you, bro. Okay? You going to feel me. And he damn sure did. All on the chin. Right here underneath the guff. Right there. Tore his chin up, baby. Okay? Ultimately, AJ Styles was able to pick up the win because of that interference. The ref did not see it. Therefore, AJ Styles was the victor. And this is now the second match that Dolph Ziggler has cost Theory. Okay? Now, I suspect that Theory's cash-in will be a failed cash-in. I hope it is. But I also had a theory that I put in my group chat for my Down for the Count podcast, which reminds me I got to put my banner up. So there are 2 podcasts up for Down for the Count right now. Y'all should go and listen to them when you get done listening to this show here. Y'all should go listen to the Down for the Count podcast because we talked about the whole thing with Vince. Like I said, earlier in the previous podcast, we talked about the whole thing with Vince. We talked about Jordan Grace's situation, which that's a whole episode to itself. And we talked about a bunch of other things, the injury list. And there's one injury that I forgot that I ended up having to add in later, We talked about a whole bunch of stuff that week, so y'all should go and listen to it. It's been up for a couple days. Definitely a good listen for you. Anyways, so here's my theory on theory. That was cute, right? Now, the way I see it, they had two options with Austin Theory. They could either have him have a failed cash in, which to me would be like so delicious. It would just be so satisfying to see him fail. And I know that sounds really bad, but it just would be. I was satisfying when Corbin failed, so it's gonna be satisfying with Theory too. Anyway, or they can do it this way. They can have Theory, and I know this is gonna sound bad, but you gotta hear me out first. They can have Theory actually cash in and win the championship. And he can be the youngest the youngest and only at his age WWE Universal Champion. Okay, the undisputed WWE Universal Champion. And here's how it should work. He should cash in, get the championship, but only until Seth Rollins challenges for it. Now, I know that would kind of not work out with the way that things are set up for him to go, for Roman to go into Clash of Champions. Well, I mean, Clash at the Castle with Drew, because Drew won the opportunity to be the one to go. I think he did. I don't remember if he won it or if he just was chosen. I'm not sure. But I would do it that way. I would have Theory hold that title just long enough so that Seth can get it, and then you would go back to Cody and Seth at WrestleMania, and then you can let the chips fall where they may. You can give the title to Cody at WrestleMania, or you can let Seth keep it and then go into a whole nother feud between the two of them, not lasting too long outside of Mania, but because it'll be like Royal Rumble, Mania, and then maybe a little bit after that. I wouldn't let it go no further than that, because that can end up killing not Seth Rollins' character or Cody's character, but just killing the vibe of the whole setup. But because a lot of people want to see Seth as champion again, I definitely do, and I think that it would have been a better time to give that title to Seth would be like right now. The smart thing to do, in my opinion, even if you're gonna have the battle at like the Clash of the Castle match, set it up so that like it's not a title match, that it's just a rivalry match between Drew and Roman. Like Drew definitely owes Roman an ass whooping, if you ask me. The last time that they met each other in the ring, Drew lost. And I know that still eats Drew up to this day, at least if you're going to go by the story. So in my opinion, that's how that would work out. If you wanted to do something to just have two megastars one megastar and one star on the docket for a big marquee match, you could. I'm not saying that the title wouldn't be something that could be marketable, but like you can make the match with Drew and Roman and still not have any title involved. It's very easy to do it, is all I'm saying. Sir, let me get back to Monday Night Raw. What else happened on Raw? Is that it? That was it, right? Did I miss anything? Oh yeah, Omos had a match with Dawkins, and it ended up turning into a tag team match with MVP, Dawkins, Omos, and Montez Ford, to which they ended up winning. I believe that they were, but then wait. Dawkins and them ended up losing the match. No, they ended up winning because of a disqualification. The Usos came in there, attacked Dawkins and Montez, beat them up. The ref called it, and because they attacked them and not Omos, they ended up getting MVP and Omos disqualified. This led to MVP. This led to Omos choke slamming both of them in the middle of the ring and threatening to do the same to the Usos. They was able to get out of there with their lives, I guess, and we got stuck looking at Omos in the ring. Meanwhile, MVP was bleeding, so I was real confused about that. But hopefully he's all right and got himself together, because he was bleeding. And I was like, what happened to you, boo? What is this? How do you feel about Bianca face run? A lot of people want Bianca to go heel, but it's not time to turn her heel yet. I think Bianca's face run is just fine. I think that she has to have a decent quality of competitors. And at the moment, with Rhea being down, she was going to be probably her biggest adversary leading into SummerSlam. Because I have a feeling that feud was going to be extended all the way out until they got to Clash at the Castle, which she may have dropped the title to Rhea there. Um, but it don't seem like that's gonna happen. It seemed like Becky is probably gonna lose at SummerSlam and end up wrestling her again at Clash at the Castle. They're gonna extend this feud out. It's not gonna be over. I wish it was, because you could have Becky's character have a downward spiral and Bianca can be on the rise. And as Bianca's star is rising, she could go up against somebody who could really challenge her, which I would think would be Asuka. And then once you go up against Asuka, then you can possibly start the inkling of a heel turn for Bianca. I think right now she's perfectly fine as to where she is. I don't see any reason to change her character. Even if you did, it wouldn't change the caliber of wrestlers that she's going up against or any of that. It just would make her have a little bit more sass and grasp when she's talking. I mean, that's about it. She might be a bit more aggressive. Um, okay, so that was pretty much Monday Night Raw. All right. So we do have some new matches added to SummerSlam. All right. So SummerSlam, like I said, is July 30th. That's about 2 weeks from now. It is in Nashville. That week, they're also going to have, let me see if I can find the image. Okay. So that week, they're also going to have tryouts for WWE, for future WWE superstars. They're focusing on athletic talent from college. So anybody who's coming out of college off of a scholarship that's not necessarily basketball, football. It may be basketball or football, but maybe it's a volleyball scholarship, tennis, or anything that's athletic. They're looking more for athletic, sports oriented athletes in that opinion, in my regard. And they're going to focus on that type of talent because it's easier to mold them into WWE's talent and stars rather than going for the indie darlings and busting up the indie scene. They're refocusing their efforts onto building new stars right out the gate and using their performance center for what it should have been used for, which is building stars from the ground up. Okay. So they're gonna do that same week of SummerSlam. I'm not sure of the date, but I know Big E is supposed to be there helping them get the talent together and mold and shape everything. Any whoosies. So like I said, SummerSlam is supposed to be July 30th. You're gonna have Roman Reigns going up against Brock Lesnar. This is gonna be a last man standing match. You're going to have you're going to have Ronda versus Liv for the SmackDown Women's Championship. They are set to have some type of face off this Friday, which I don't understand why it's Friday. I feel like it should be next Friday, seeing as how next Friday is going to be the final Friday before SummerSlam. So I don't understand why they're facing off right now. I don't get it. But whatever. You also have Theory versus Bobby Lashley, and the Usos will go up against the Street Profits, and their special guest referee is going to be Double J, Jeff Jarrett. All right. You're also going to have Pat McAfee going up against Happy Corbin, and Bianca Belair will defend her Raw Women's Championship against Becky Lynch, and Logan Paul will face off against The Miz at SummerSlam. All right. Now, we done got SummerSlam and ish out the way. Yes. All right. Let's talk about some other stuff. Okay, let's move into NXT 2.0, which comes on tomorrow, ladies and gents. Okay. Tomorrow we are supposed to see an NXT 2.0 tag team championship match. This is for the NXT UK championship, the tag team championship. And you're going to have Brenson and Briggs. I can't get their names right. It's Jensen and Briggs. Jensen, Briggs. Jesus. Jensen and Briggs will face off against Pretty Deadly. And I'm pretty sure, no pun intended, Pretty Deadly is going to get those titles back. It doesn't seem right to give the NXT UK championships to these two. The tag team championships that are currently on the roster, if Creed Brothers didn't have it, sure, wouldn't have a problem with that. But it just doesn't seem fair to give them the NXT UK championship when you had other viable tag teams that could have taken those titles off of the former tag team champions. But whatever. Also, you're going to have Cameron Grimes going up against Jimmy Neutron. Kenny called him, what's the dude's name, Jared? That's, he a Marvel character. He got yellow and he just like a big ass head and feet.
Called him MODOK?
Yeah. Kenny called him MODOK. So, yeah, I think they're going to win and go back too. So these two are supposed to go at it. I think JD McDonough probably is going to beat Cameron Grimes. I would hope not. I love Cameron, and I don't feel like Cameron should be on a downward spiral like this. I mean, after he lost that North American Championship, he ain't been right. He ain't been right ever since. So I'm hoping that if they're going to do this and they pull him up, he's just putting over JD and then they bring him up, that they actually do some good with Cameron, because Cameron is a great character and it'd be such a fucking waste to bring him to the main roster only to just use him as some rando type of character. Like, no, let him be at the forefront of the mid-card division if you're going to bring his ass up. Like, dead ass. And then you're going to have this 20-woman battle royal. So you've got some girls that I don't know their names, so excuse me. But you got Lash Legend, Tatum Paxley, Tiffany. What's her name? Is her name Lola? What is her name? What is this girl's name? The one that look like the fish.
Ain't it Carmen something?
Electra. That's her name. Electra Lopez. Thank you, baby. Because I don't know. I got the Carmen with the Electra. Because, you know, Carmen Electra was a hoe. I kind of put them two together, and I was like, that's her name, Electra Lopez. Anyway, that's Lola. Her name Lola, in my opinion. I don't know who this girl is with the dark hair. I don't know her. I don't know. I think that's Valentina Faraz. I don't know who this fake-ass Michelle McCool bitch is. I'm pretty sure somebody else in the comments will know who she is. The girl behind my face, that's Saray. I couldn't help that. That's how it came up. Wendy. The girl who in love with Alicia Fox, I can't never remember her name. I'll never remember her name. Fallon, child, shut up, Doc. Hello, Mortgage. Fallon, what is her name? Kiana, is that her name? Wait, oh, the Michelle McCool looking bitch named Kiana. Y'all lying to me. This girl right here with the glasses, her name is Kiana. In what universe? I think she from universe 854, because ain't no way. Ain't no way that white girl is named Kiana. I don't believe it. They did not get that white girl no Kiana. I'm upset. Omari, that's her name. Thank you, Morovich. Thank you. The girl in the glasses is named Kiana. Ooh. Apparently she black. No, she ain't. I don't believe that. I don't believe that shit. I want to see the papers. Show me the certificate, and his name better be Andre, Jerome, Jamal, Drew. It better be something hood, or I'm gonna have a fit. It better not be nothing Steve, Walter, Peter. It better not be nothing like that. I want to see it. Let me see it with my eyes. I want to see it. Not her mama black. I need to see this. I gotta see it. I'm not playing. I need to see this for myself. Because y'all lying to me. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Oh, my Wi-Fi is not giving me no love right now. Oh my God. Not the IRS lady. That ain't her damn name. I don't believe that shit. I don't believe it. Amari is the Alicia Fox looking one. Is the one looking like Alicia Fox. The one with the glasses is Kiana James. I figured out her name was Amari. One you told me earlier, and I got it because I was like, okay, now I know who she is because I hadn't seen her in a while because she had got that concussion and she had been out since then. Then they showed her in the back, so I said, okay, Amari must be all right. She must be ready to roll. But I just couldn't remember her name. It's easy to forget the name. Some of these girls barely be on TV. My bad. Her mom black. I'm upset. I'm upset. The one with glasses, I be forgetting her name sometimes, so I just call her the IRS lady. Sloan or Shyla. I don't like her, so I'm upset. All right. Oh, Sloan or Shyla is the redhead girl next to the other Latina lady because I don't know the other Latina girl name either. I know one of them girls' name is Valentina Faraz. I know that, but I don't know all their names. So let me go back. So the girl on the left with the red hair, her name is Sloan or Shyla, one of them. Lash, Tatum, Tiffany, Electra. I don't know who this girl is with all this hair. I don't know her. I'm assuming that this girl here with the flower in her hair, that's Valentina Faraz. One of these girls is Valentina Faraz. Either the girl on the very left at the beginning or this girl right here with the flower. One of them is named Valentina. Okay. This girl, Kiana, and then Saray. Okay, you got Wendy, Amari, Fallon, Indy, Cora J, the turncoat, Alba Fire, Nikita Maga, Katana, and there go Rico. Rico come in the clutch. Lamar had, Don had me. Don had me, but Rico came in the clutch. I knew the girl, one of them girls was Valentina. I couldn't remember her name. Then you got Kaden, and then you got Ivy. Now let me go back because Rico don't come in. He done gave me some of the other names. Okay. So, you call her Shyla. Now see, you messing me up. You messing me up, Rico. Rico, I'm sorry. Don, you messing me up. You was messing me up. Now shit. You know damn well you messed me up. I think Sloan was the one that got trained by Cody. She was in the Rose Wrestling School. In the Nightmare Factory? Okay, that's cool. Sloan Jacobs and the Latin girl next to her is Yulisa. Am I saying her name right? Yulisa? So Yulisa is first. I hope I'm saying her name right. Rico gonna correct me. He always put the syllables in there and everything. He good at that. I appreciate that. He a good friend. Yulisa, Leon, Sloan Jacobs, Lash, Tatum Paxley. I got Tatum. I had Tatum, Tiffany, Electra, and then Valentina Faraz is with the flower. Who is this girl next to Electra Lopez and Valentina Faraz? Who is that? Who is this girl with this super long black hair? The girl right in between Lopez and Faraz. Who is that? Okay. Okay, because I didn't know who the hell she was. That's Ariana Grace Santino's daughter. Okay. Okay, Rico said that it is confirmed that Sloan Jacobs was in the Nightmare Factory. She was there when she was 14. Okay, that's good. Well, she should be already set to go. Now, I've seen her wrestle a little bit. She ain't bad. So we'll see what she can do once they give us some TV time. Because the rest of these hoes, the only people we see regularly is bum ass fucking Cora, Turncoat Cora. British is coming Cora. We see her. We see Fallon running around with these two beer guzzling Americans. We see Wendy cutting up. We see Nikita and all her titties and ass. Alba shows up every now and then. Katana and Kaden don't know what the fuck they want to be. If they want to be heels or faces. We see Ivy trying. She be trying. She trying. Tatum look like she trying. Electra just be standing there looking like Lola, looking for her next cash grab. Lash be out there trying. And then that's it. And then we have to suffer with Kiana punk ass. Shit, we don't see nobody else. I got the Saray. I had Saray. I knew she was behind my face, baby. So I wasn't like away from, like, I didn't like not call Saray. You feel me? Like, I knew Saray was there. She was behind my face. Okay? Because by the time you came in, I had already called her. So since they done gave me all the names, they done updated. Let me get it right. Okay. Then the girl behind with a boat anchor shaped back spine into what? Then there's the girl with a boat anchor shaped back spine ass Nikita. Damn. What the fuck? Don't be doing Kiana like that. She's actually good. Me and Don vouch for her. I don't give a damn. I don't care. I don't care. I don't like her. I don't like her. I don't like her. I don't like her. So she gonna get all my wrath. All of it. I don't like her. Shit. I refuse to believe that Kiana is part black. That's what they say, baby. They say her mama is half black. I don't give a damn. I don't care about her not doing that. I don't like her. I don't like her. I don't like her. I can't. Let me start over before they start doing something else. Oh, he sent it to me. Okay. These reels will not upload for whatever reason. Let me close out on Instagram. It's acting up. There you go. Well, right here, she look part black. Where? This ain't the same damn girl. What the fuck? Gerard, tell me the truth. Okay, I'm finna zoom in so you can see this girl right here is supposed to be this girl. Am I crazy?
Oh, it's even real.
Thank you. Shit. How you gonna look at that match she did with Sol Ruka and that finisher she pulled out and say she bad? Hater behavior. I didn't say she was a bad wrestler. Those words never left my mouth. I said I don't like the bitch. That's what I said. I said I don't like her. That's what I said. I ain't say nothing about her being a bad wrestler, baby. Never said that. No, I just don't like her. I don't like her. SB sidebar, I got windows. I was starving. Well, I'm glad you got something to eat, baby. Well, she here to say, well, I don't like her. I don't know no other way to say it. You know it in Spanish. Say it to yourself. I don't like her. So, you can have your Michelle McCool looking bitch. I don't want nothing to do with the bitch. I don't like her. I'm going to keep giving her the business. I'm going to keep doing it. I mean, she does look like a basic American white girl. That's what she look like right here. No, I'm not gonna. I don't feel like it. No, I don't like her. Although she gets dark points for marrying a white man with the last name Clink, I don't give a fuck about who she fucking. Don't care. I don't like her. Let me make it clear before people start getting all in their feelings. Like, I don't want to hear that. I don't like her character. So I'm gonna keep being on her ass. I'm gonna be on her like white on rice. And there ain't nothing you, Rico, or Donnie can do about it. I'm gonna be on her fake tan looking ass all day. I'm gonna be on it. The fuck. She actually decent. Didn't say she wasn't. I don't think I understand what I'm saying. I don't think you could hear the words coming out of my mouth. Never said anything about her wrestling. Never said a word about her not being a good wrestler. Never said any of that. I seen her matches. She's not a bad wrestler at all. Didn't say that. I just don't like the bitch. I don't understand no other. I don't know other way. Am I saying it wrong, baby? Am I saying it wrong? I don't. Why is it not coming in clear? Is it coming in clear? What else you want me to say? I don't like her. That's disrespectful to Kiana. We're comparing her to Michelle McCool. Let me get this straight. When Michelle McCool first got there, her gig was that she was a teacher and she was trying to get everybody in shape, get everybody straight. She lorded her intelligence over all of the women's division. Is that not what she did? That's the same thing this girl is doing. So what are you talking about? It's disrespectful to compare her. It's the same fucking thing. That's right. It's not disrespectful. It's what I see. Tell her to take the glasses off, and I might give her a chance since she can't really see out of them. Oh, so she's a businesswoman. Right. That makes a difference. That makes a difference. The bitch walking out there with barely any gear. And Rico, I'm surprised because you are the king of gears and will shut a bitch down if their hem is off. But you're all right with this hoe coming out there looking a mess? Absolutely not. Same difference. Same fucking thing. It's the same thing Michelle McCool's ass was doing. You just repackaged it different. So, the fuck out of here. Absolutely not. Hopefully, Sasha sends homegirl Kiana to where she gets her spray tans done. Okay. I'm not saying it like that. I'm not going to say it like that. I don't like the bitch. I don't like her. Kiana is not a teacher. She is a businesswoman, an entrepreneur. She gaslights, gatekeeps, and girl bosses. Oh my God, she's a girl boss. Wow. Fuck out of here. Girl boss. Girl boss. Girl bye. It's not the best, but them NXT 2.0 chicks are a little too skinny. Her gear is what I would find at a Walmart clearance section. Sasha spray tan, don't be too hot. Oh. Okay. So the 20-woman battle royal is as follows. Let me get through this before I sit up here and be arguing with Rico all day about fucking Kiana. And I'm not talking about Kiana. Yulisa, Sloan, Lash, Tatum, Tiffany, Electra, Ariana, Valentina, Kiana, Saray, Wendy, Amari, Fallon, Indy, Cora Turncoat, Alba Fire, Nikita Maga, Katana, Kaden, and Ivy. Did I get them right? Yes, I did, bitch. I got them all in the battle royal. Now let's put it into perspective, okay? Mandy done pretty much beat everybody, with the exception of the heels, because she haven't gone up against a lot of heels. Within this set, Mandy has gone up against Nikita, Alba, Cora. I'm about to call her ass Corey. She looked like him. Anyway, Cora, girl. Light Bright, Indy, and Wendy. She's going up against those girls.
And Io.
But Io's not in the battle royal, babe.
Oh, she not?
No.
Oh, okay.
So out of let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of the girls, 5 of the 20, which is about, what is that, a fourth? 1/4 of these 20 woman battle royal has been beaten by Mandy. That is pretty much where we are now. I suspect that. Damn, you scratched the fuck out. Do I need to clip your fingernails too?
No.
You sure?
Yep.
Because you scratched me.
Didn't mean so.
Now, we don't know who they're gonna pick to beat all these girls to be the number 1 contender. Okay. This is very interesting because a lot of people are upset because they're having this 20-woman battle royal, but y'all wasn't mad that Mandy was champion for almost a year. Y'all can't have it both ways. You said you want your champions to be unbeatable. She has been for almost a year, 200 plus days. She has been champion, and she's beaten some of the best champions that were champion prior to her. She has basically been out there working and being her best heeled champion self. Okay. So if this is the type of championship run that you like, congratulations. This is what you had. Nikita had a championship match against Mandy. It was a closer match for NXT 2.0, if I recall. And if I recall, Nikita lost that match. So she didn't beat her. It doesn't matter if it was a non-title bout, she doesn't count then. She's not one of the girls who's actually competed for the title then. Can I finish doing what I was doing? Is that all right? Okay. Now, this is what you wanted. You wanted your champions to be unbeatable. You wanted them to be long-term champions. You feel like champions shouldn't get beaten. They should be just running through the roster. This is what she's been doing. Now, technically, Mandy hasn't had a lot of challengers on the roster. Like I said, she's had challenges with Alba, Cora, Indy, and with Wendy, but she hasn't had like run through the roster like Roman has. You feel what I'm saying? So this type of match makes it open to anybody who wins the battle royal. Any one of these girls who wins could end up challenging Mandy probably at the next pay-per-view, which would lead to something fun. Okay, because now we open the door to new feuds, new fights, and a whole new world where we possibly can finally get this title off of her punk ass. Because I'm tired of her and her shit. And since Cora decided she wanted to be a turncoat, I don't know what's going on with them NXT Tag Team Championships. Now, what they should have did is put them two hoes in the tag team match against Kaden and Katana and let them fight it out and finally get them two girls that damn belt, since they don't know what the hell to do with them. They just leave them there. What you gonna put them in this damn battle royal for? Just stupid. Not the girlies are fighting. So we're gonna get a good shot. I told you I called her Cora Turncoat, but if we want to call her Turncoat Cora, that'll work too. Turncoat Cora. All right. Now, out of all of these girls, if I had to pick 2, I still would pick Alba Fire. I think Alba Fire deserves that championship over everybody. I would pick her, but if I had to pick a wild card pick, I feel like Lash been putting in work with her feuds with everybody. Everybody she go up against, she make her feuds worthwhile. Her feud with Nikita was fun to watch because she was the star of the feud. Nikita was too busy trying to stand right and proportion her ass cheeks. And her feud with Alba Fire is good. She really making it work. And I'm like, if y'all don't reward that girl with something, because she kicked Nikita's ass out the damn frame, camera frame, gone. Okay, she wasn't playing. I haven't seen a women's battle royal in a very long time. As long as Kiana doesn't win, I don't care who wins. And Turncoat Cora, she can't win either because I don't like her ass either. So neither one of them can win. I don't. Wild card picks Yulisa and Elektra. I would not watch Yulisa in a match with Mandy. I feel like that'd be a waste of the match, and we already know where that's gonna go. And Mandy would definitely be her. While Yulisa is a better wrestler, she is a better wrestler. Ain't no problem. Yulisa is a better wrestler. It just wouldn't look right, in my opinion. Especially with her not being built. I just wouldn't give it to her. Now, you put her in a match with Elektra. I don't know. I might give Elektra. I might try it out with Elektra. She could, if it don't work out while she champion, they can always transition the title to somebody else. And it's worth a shot. You know what I'm saying? So let's go with them 3 picks. We're going to single out Lash, Alba, and Elektra. Those are 3 girls with the most momentum, in my opinion. Didn't they have a match? Elektra and Mandy? If they did, I wasn't watching it. I didn't see it. So I can't say definitively no or yes. I don't know. No. Wild card, Ivy or Tiffany. I'm not finna fucking watch Tiffany be in no damn championship match against Mandy. It'd be like watching the same 2 people fight. The fuck? No. That's disrespectful as hell. Y'all disrespecting my eyeballs. Shoot. Ivy's another one that I could see as champion. I wouldn't mind it. Nar, Elektra, and Mandy have not crossed paths. Okay, so that's cool. Elektra too busy babysitting those grown men. Well, she ain't got shit else to do. She a gold digger, remember? She's a gold digger, surely. She's a gold digger. She looked like Lola the fish. I don't care what nobody say. She looked like she was right there when them people on Shark Tale was drawing. They was like, girl, you know what? You are exactly what we need to create this gold digger looking fish. You got it all, honey. We're going to draw you. We're going to use you as our muse. Okay? Because ain't no way. Anyways, you got a 20-woman battle royal happening on NXT, and they say Braun Strowman is ready to come back. I don't know. Now, Axiom is also supposed to show up next week and debut. I don't know how that's going to go. And, of course, we got to look at the fallout of Turncoat Cora, messing up Roxanne's opportunity at that championship, but also turning her back on her friend because she felt like her friend turned her back on her. The whole time she was hitting her, and after it was over, Sis was sitting up there yelling, I brought you in and you go and you do this. Like, girl, you had a championship shot and you lost it. You lost it because you can't hang. Now you in your feelings because your good sis had a championship shot and she was a little overzealous. I ain't gonna front. Y'all was tag team champions. She should have been okay with being tag team champions, but she was not content with that. And in order for you to continue to grow and move forward, you got to push the volume. You got to push the envelope. And that's what Roxanne was doing. She was like, listen, we successful. Let's ride this fucking wave of momentum. And I'm going to take her damn championship from her. But oh no. Okay, Turncoat Cora couldn't have that. We can't have you with a double championship. Oh no, bitch. Not the championship I was trying to get. You gonna try to get it too? Oh no. No, ma'am. Absolutely not. During the house show circuit, Ivy and Mandy had a title match where Ivy tapped Mandy out, but things 1 and 2 distracted the ref. Not surprised. Electra, Gold Digger, babe. That's how the song goes. If you ever watch Shark Tale, when you watch Shark Tale, when Lola the fish comes in, that's the song that plays because it's off of the soundtrack for Shark Tale. I believe it's Ludacris and Bobby Valentino that sing that song. And
I don't know, right?
I think it is. So technically, Ivy is capable of defeating Mandy. I never questioned if Ivy was capable of defeating Mandy. To be honest with you, all of those women are capable of defeating her, including the ones who she beat. They're all capable. It's just a matter of it looking that way. And with those two goons, she got thing one and thing two by her side. That's a very large feat for any woman to take on all three of those girls at one time. But it's very possible for any one of those 20 women, including Nikita Maga, Turncoat Cora, and Kiana. All three of those women, including the rest of them, are very capable of beating Mandy because all of those women are better wrestlers than Mandy. Most of them just started wrestling and are catching and are blowing past her weak ass by a mile. No one wants to see fucking Adam Scherr. I can't. That skateboard crumble like a cake. Him, that fuck ass hair can retire. Ooh, child. But also, I'm gonna make a petition to change Elbow Pyre's finisher back. Why you can't just call her Alba Fire? Her swanton is pretty, but I like the gory bomb better. So we got to fall out with that. And like I said, Axum is supposed to return. Plus, we still have these two clues that keep popping up in the QR code on the screen. It usually happens in the second hour of the show. Maybe they'll put it in the first hour tomorrow. But it usually happens in the second hour of the show. And we see the clues and then we get to figure it out. We have to scan it and then it'll take us to the next clue. So hopefully we'll get another clue this week. I'm actually more excited about the clue than anything else. Like, I really like the clue. Right? Her name is Alba Fry. I can't. Something needs to Corey because he is kissing Ash too much. Something needs to be done about Corey. He ain't kissing Ash no more than he does. I mean, he's not going nowhere, babe. As much as I would like to say Cora is gone. I mean, as much as I would like to say that Corey, and I said it right, Cora. As much as I would like to say that Corey is gonna be gone and we don't have to hear his mouth on commentary no more, it's a lie. It's not gonna happen. They seem to be very happy with Corey, despite the fact that he did everything in his power and ran Mauro Ranello out of there because he was a jealous fuckhead and couldn't take the fact that Mauro was getting more nor shine and was more popular than he was. But joke's on you, bitch. Mauro Ranello is doing boxing and he's doing very, very well doing it. Okay? I had to get that out because that shit pissed me off. That's what I said, Elbow Pirate. Please go somewhere. Please. Alba Fry came. They got us out here playing Scooby Doo. I kind of like it though. It kind of reminds me of when they had the hacker, and I'm so mad that they didn't at least give us an ending for that. They used him to out Mandy and Sonya, but like fuck, I just wanna like I feel like that was just such it was so much potential with that. And it shouldn't have been used to like break up groups and shit. Like you could have used that for anything. You could have used that to tell us why Miz attacked Logan Paul. You know what I'm saying? You could have used that to determine how fearful Roman really is of Brock Lesnar. You could have used that to like for any feud that was going on at the time, you could have used the hacker in as a means of like you could have used it in um you could have used it in KO and Ezekiel's feud. You could have went there and was like, hey, I forgot to talk about KO for Monday Night Raw, didn't I? Completely forgot about it. I'm gonna go back to it in a minute. You could have used that with KO and Ezekiel and had the hacker prove that Ezekiel was who he said he was. Like you could have did so much with that hacker, so much with it. It was such a good storyline, and it was so good. And was I was glad when it was greenlit, and it just is so sad that you let that walk, you let that leave. I'm so mad at them for that. That's so fucking annoying. The hacker had me tripping, right? I have that Sonya promo when she turned on Mandy saved on my phone. That was the time I was drinking and the TV was glitching and shit. Baby. Like that promo was a hit. Retribution fell through too, and that pisses me off. It could have been so good. It just could have been so good. And y'all turned it into like, you know how Nexus was when Nexus first came out? Everybody was a cohesive unit. We saw how Nexus moved as one. And when they crumbled, it got really bad. It was around the time that CM Punk took over, and he was pretty much punishing everybody for being weak, and he didn't want anybody in the group that was weak, so he put them through all these tasks and shit. And the only one who did anything was Husky Harris, aka Bray Wyatt. And I was just like, y'all disbanded Nexus after y'all had the big reveal of Nexus, and you pretty much used John Cena to kind of kill Nexus out. And I'm like, you just could have had a lot going with Retribution, and it was just so it's just so sad to see you waste potential like that. It's so sad. The hacker was so good, especially when they exposed Sonya. Retribution was so good. I loved Retribution when they first came out. Nexus was gold, and that fell through. It was. When Dijakovic called us all whores, he ain't called me no whore. And then they tried to save it. Yes, they tried, but it didn't. Like you put CM Punk in there, and you put CM Punk in there, and the way that he was running it, it didn't hit. It didn't hit. It didn't hit. And it was like they was trying to do Retribution, and they should have did it how they did Shield and had their lead out, but then they had so, and I hate to say this, and I know a lot of people gonna be mad. Dio Madden is mediocre. He didn't do anything in the group. They didn't give Shane Thorne any room to move. They had Mia Yim in there. Didn't give her no room to move. They gave them nothing. If you want them to be a dominant group, let them be a dominant group. Like they pretty much, they just destroyed them before they can even fucking get started. It just really pissed me off. The whole hacker storyline would have been epic if they didn't drop it. Remember how we were in the peak of the locker room? Then with this coming up every Friday, it had potential. He said he wasn't talking to you. But when they took over SmackDown and Corey threw that damn shoe at them, baby, that shit was hilarious. Nexus, new Nexus, the core. I was just like, stop. Yes. And then they brought out the chainsaw. It was go. It was so chaotic, and it was so odd and offbeat, and I loved every fucking minute of it. I thought it was so dope. They had them bitched out to the Fiend, and Alexa just stood there like, child. Then Michael Cole took off, had me in tears, right? The pandemic era was some shit, okay? It was some shit. They did everything they could to keep their asses afloat. They really did. They was like, listen, babe, we got to figure this shit out. Now let's get into some of this news. Okay, so Brandy say she gonna wrestle again. Brandy say she ain't done. She gonna strap them brutes on, honey. And I was just like this. That's all I did. I was just like this. Yep. I couldn't think of nothing else to do or say. So oh, Michael did not hesitate, and I don't fucking blame him. Alexa and Bray was done nicely. He said got about, but you know what they could have did, Don? They could have had Retribution be under Bray Wyatt. They could have had Retribution be underneath Bray Wyatt and Bliss's dark spell, right? Because we all know they had quote unquote powers, right? So instead of giving Bray Wyatt over to who the hell is Eden Styles? Oh, that's Brandy. Child, I had to think who the fuck that was. They could have gave them over to Bray Wyatt, like them being in Bray Wyatt's aura. He was that evil that he just immediately turned them, and they should have all stopped doing what they was doing in the ring, trying to taunt him, stand up straight, turn around, and do that sideways look at Mustafa Ali, right? And then they all attack him. They all attack him and take him out. And then Ali would have been on his own and he could have had a US championship run, or they could have put him on SmackDown and gave him an IC title run, or they could have kept him with Mansoor. They sped up the time frame that he got with Mansoor. He could have got with Mansoor and wrestled with him, and they could have been tag team champion before they decided to, split them up before Saudi. Anyway, or they could have won the tag team championships at Saudi. See, I be thinking WWE just don't be thinking. Fuck. Anyway, they could have had Retribution as a faction with Bray Wyatt as their leader. That would have worked, right? Like, that was kind of dark, and they could have just went full blooded, and then, like, it would have worked. It would have worked. Oh my god, I'm just not thinking about this. Fuck. He's got a blast. She needs to be done. Well, she's not, baby. She gonna lace up them boots. She's gonna lace up them boots, honey. Eden Styles is back. I could not think of. I was like, who the fuck is that? Who is that? I thought about it. I was like, oh, that's Brandy. Oh, beautiful gowns. Beautiful gowns. That was her name when she was ring announcing. Child, I could not remember. Retribution tearing shit up, and Nia and Shayna rocking everyone on Raw and SmackDown. Thunderdome era was messy, but it was different. Thunderdome was gold, and then everything fell apart after Rumble. Thunderdome was fun. I liked the Thunderdome era. A lot of people didn't, but I did. I enjoyed watching Raw and SmackDown during the Thunderdome era. I truly did. But anyways, Brandy says she getting back in the ring, child. Good for her, I guess. I mean, I'm not. All I'm gonna do for Brandy is pray she improves. Well, in the comment section when I posted this on Instagram, I don't know if it was Donnie or who it was, but somebody was like, the PC is there, so hopefully she will improve in the PC. And I was like, you got a point. But she also was training in the Nightmare Factory. She was getting her training from Dustin, if I recall. And what's his face is over there in the Nightmare Factory. I can't think of his fucking name. He wrestles in AEW right now. But anyway, what is his name? Kurt something. I don't know. But anywhoosies, I mean, she has no choice but to go up. But she could be like Brandy, I mean, she could be like Mandy, where she's more character than wrestling. Which, like I said, there's room for everybody at the table. It's just when it comes to the matches, it's not fun to watch the matches, but it's fun to watch the story, if that makes sense. So we'll just have to wait and see. You love the Thunderdome era, but like I said, after Royal Rumble 2021, it all went downhill. Retribution with Bray, then imagine if they recruit memes like Nia and Shayna, people turning heel, including NXT, especially they had the whole T and Shaw thing with Xia Li. I wouldn't have T and Shaw and them be a part of it. Okay, let's not get ahead of ourselves now. I don't. Thunderdome was the character reset. I have to agree. Yeah, Guys like KO started to be able to come out and be out more. Guys like the character based guys were starting to get their shine a little bit more. So it was fun to watch, you know. And then some people are hybrids like Montez and Dawkins and Bianca and Zelina Vega, and you have people like Becky where you can get a 5-star match out of them or at least a decent match out of them and still have great character work. And Seth Rollins, fuck yeah, Seth Rollins elevated himself again. Sami Zayn, Don is correct. We got more of Sammy. Sammy thrived tremendously, 100%. And he had in the Thunder, like when he was in the Thunderdome and he finally came back and was able to start wrestling, he was fucking gold. It was fun to watch Sammy for that entire time that he was there. Um, and Roman thrived in the Thunderdome. You know, he wasn't. I mean, you didn't really pay attention to how long it took him to come out there because that was the beginnings of Roman's story arc. You know what I'm saying? That was the beginning of his heel threshold growing, you know. And it was just like, especially with him going against his cousin, smartest move they ever did in their lives. Smartest move they ever did in their lives was put Roman up against Jey Uso. That shit was fucking legit. I can go back and watch that feud all the way through up until Hell in a Cell right fucking now. Billy thrived. She did. Billy thrived. Sammy, Seth, Tamina, Lana, Tamina especially. Everyone had something to do that time. Oh, I know this because that's when I knew I ain't want to watch him. I can't. So I guess you could say that was their wrestling renaissance. That was the beginning of it. Now, there was a lady on Twitter, and her name was Karen Trotter, and she had got up one morning and heard that they was coming to North Carolina. WWE was coming, and she wanted to get her son's tickets. Her son is wheelchair bound, and sometimes he has to be bedridden, so he doesn't get out much. But he loves WWE. He watches it religiously, and he really wanted to go. She went online to a Ticketmaster website that was online. She said she clicked the first link that she saw. She pulled it up, and all of a sudden she got in contact with Ticketmaster. She called the number, and the number that she pulled up was not Ticketmaster. It was a scammer. The scammer told her to go to the local store, get a bunch of gift cards that equal up to $250 and send the money to him. Once she did that, she didn't receive the tickets like she was supposed to. She was supposed to get an email with the tickets per the scammer, and he told her she had to do it again. And that's when she realized that she was being scammed. So I guess she called the local news station and was able to put that news out there. And a fan on Twitter was like, let's get Karen connected with Cody Rhodes. Twitter, do your thing. WrestleGeek94. Shout out to WrestleGeek94, which Cody Rhodes ended up seeing the tweet. And he found the lady and he got her. I guess he got her all squared away with good tickets and good seats because her son is wheelchair bound. She needed somewhere to have her son be able to sit where he had plenty of room to have his chair and someone could sit next to him and both of them could be comfortable. So it seems like Cody Rhodes was able to supply the little boy with some tickets, or the young man, because I'm not sure how old he was. It seems like they was able to supply the young man with some tickets, and for him and his handler, and they all are going to be able to go to the show that's supposed to be in North Carolina. So shout out to Cody Rhodes for doing a good thing. He usually does cool things like this all the time. I used to see him doing it with AEW, so I thought this was really cool of him to do, especially with him not being able to be there. I thought that was really dope. So shout out to you, Cody, for being a good dude and helping people out. Anyways, it's bad bitch o'clock. I love that song. I said this taking too long. Let me go do something else. I can't with you. Wrestle Geek and Wrestle Geek 1 9 through 93 were taken. I don't know, babe. I guess Why you gotta be so mean, Rico? Why you gotta be so mean to me? Why you gotta be so mean to me? Yeah, it was sweet. It was very sweet of him to help that lady out. He didn't have to do that, but she was out of like $250, and when her, I know her having to take care of that little boy and doing his thug thizzle, like it's got to be hard, you know. And that's the one thing that he wanted to do. And when she came back, all he kept doing was asking her, you know, hey, mama, when we gonna get the tickets to go to wrestle to go to the show? Because she told him she was going to get the tickets, and she had to tell him she didn't have it. But hopefully, Cody and the crew got her squared away, and they actually are gonna go. So shout out to them. Hopefully he goes, and maybe Cody will show up just to at least, you know, get a picture with the kid and, you know, make his day. Anyways, final thing, I'm gonna try and do an indie style shout out for some people so that they know. Let me tell y'all about this man right here. So, Fight TV is hosting a show. This is gonna be, I think this is Paradigm Wrestling. Let me make sure I get it right so I don't say it wrong. Let me make sure I get it right. I'm way too fine and under pressure. Do, do, mm. I'm not the girl I once used to be. Cause, bitch, I might be better. Turn up the music, turn down the lights. And I got a feeling I'm gonna be alright. Okay, alright. It's about damn time. Okay, so let me get this right. Anytime I see a social media username with numbers on it, my mind goes to, damn, so all the other ones were taken, huh? No, you just putting in random numbers to see if it stick. You know how it is on fucking Twitter. Anyway, so this is the Terminus show. That's gonna be in Atlanta, Georgia. Let me see if I can find the tweet with the actual show card on it because I want to make sure I pull it up correctly. Heard on, y'all. All right. Yeah, so this is All Roads Lead Here. This is Terminus 3, and Terminus 3 is on the 21st of July in Atlanta, Georgia. If you can't make it to the show, you can buy it on Fight TV. Now, I will put the link I'll put the link in the box in the comment section for y'all where you can actually watch this fight. I mean this show. And you can also buy the tickets on eventbrite.com. Just put in Terminus 3. Let me make sure I put it in here. Terminus 3.eventbrite.com. Okay? So if you want to go to the show, this is the link you're going to have to use if you want to go. But if you just want to go and watch the show, you just want to buy it at home and watch it at home, you just have to go to Fight TV /watch/Terminus 3. All right. You go there, you should be able to watch the show and pay for it to come up. And the reason why I mention this is because this beautiful man that's in the center, that man is fucking gorgeous. Okay. His name is Khan. Okay. Do you see it? Do you see it? Now, Khan wrestles on AEW Dark, very much so. Okay, very often. All right, he is there. He is a part of AEW in terms of being on a pay per appearance type of thing. I believe. I don't think he's a full time All Elite wrestler, but he is there. He may be because he's a part of Tully Blanchard's stable of wrestlers. Him, there's another wrestler that he wrestles with. They wrestle as a tag team, and I see them wrestling often on Dark, but I'm not quite sure if he's All Elite or if he's on a pay per appearance type of thing. But this is the indie shout out, and this is to Khan. Okay, that man is fine. Do you see how many abs this motherfucker has? I didn't even know you had that many abs on the body. Okay, I didn't even know that was possible. All right. I did not know that. Okay. Okay. I didn't even know that was possible. Rico said, I'm not seeing enough of him. He better drop trout. You better stop. Just stop. Okay, so Khan's Twitter is at the Khan. This is his Twitter. Don't go over there cutting up either, being an embarrassment. Rico, I'm talking to you, Rico. Shit. Go over there and be acting up. All right, so I finally got the rest of the videos uploaded, but he's also on Instagram, and his Instagram is at. I wish you can go too, babe. I think you would have a good time at an indie show. At the Con. Okay? So this is his Instagram. That's his Twitter. This is his Instagram. Y'all can go follow him. He posts some of the clips of his matches. He always posts his what he does in terms of his workouts and stuff. He posts how he eats. All that stuff goes on his social media. So if you're trying to get fit like him, you could definitely follow him for that. Or if you just want to follow a good indie wrestler and see some of their matches or know when they wrestle, what shows they're going to be at, because this is not the only one he has coming up. Okay. Khan has a couple shows coming up. So let me see. Yeah, so he wrestles on AEW Rampage, and he's a part of the Tully Blanchard Enterprise with John Grissom, Brian Cage, Toa Leona, and the Khan. They're all a part of Tully Blanchard's stable. I'm going to go before the year is out. I know exactly where they host these shows at. Oh, cool. You can do a little recon for me and tell me what's up. Okay. Okay, so let me see if I can find his next gig after this one so I can tell y'all. I think it's just Terminus. I think Terminus is his next wrestling event. Damn. Let me double check and make sure he don't have nothing else going. He do. He got one more thing, and then I'll be finished. I won't mess with y'all no more. So he has a show on September 10th. It's called the Bruiser Strong Annual Event, and this is gonna have Eric Redbeard, which is Eric Rowan. He's a former WWE star. Y'all know who Eric Rowan is. He's gonna be there. Impact Wrestling's dashing Chris Bay, Trey Miguel, and the Khan. I think Khan is All Elite. So there's that. And then you're gonna have all your MCW stars, all available wrestling in this event called the Bruiser Strong event. All right. So you're gonna have some pretty cool people wrestling, but Khan is gonna be there. That's his next event after, I guess, after Terminus. That's his next event. I'm also gonna try to spotlight some more indie stars. Said what? I don't know her. Who? I don't know her. Yes, you do. Shut up. He is also supposed to be at Reality of Wrestling. He's supposed to be at Reality of Wrestling on Saturday, August 13th, which is right after Terminus. On the August 13th, he's supposed to be in Texas City, Texas, at the World Gym Arena, and he's gonna be wrestling there at a show called Power Shift. So Khan is gonna be at a couple of places. I'm going to try and get these pictures and post them to my social media so y'all can see the next shows that he's going to be at. And you won't, you'll feel like you are loyal. Okay. Okay. I'll make sure to post to my social media and call it my indie corner, where I highlight some superstars. I got a couple other people that I want to highlight. But yeah, we highlighting Khan today because he's that guy. Okay. All right. One day, Tiff, gonna do an indie wrestler shout out, and it's gonna be me and Don. One of these days, if the Lord let me see fit. I'm trying to watch more indie wrestling and be more involved in it because I enjoy a good indie wrestling. I really do. When it's done properly, I do. All right, so that is it. That's all I got. I ain't got no more. Unless y'all got something else y'all want to talk about. Everything else pretty much is dead in the water, honey. We don't have anything else to do or talk about. Like I said, NXT is coming up Friday. You're gonna have Ronda and Liv Morgan confronting each other. They're supposed to do a face-off, which I don't understand why this is happening Friday. It should happen next Friday. Brock Lesnar is supposed to be on Friday's show as well. And I'm pretty sure they're going to have Austin Theory pop up over there or whatever. So a lot of things to do, not a lot of things to talk about. I'm sure they're going to have Lacey Evans walk out on another match. So we'll probably have that. Other than that, we are good. So I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Not the robots are fighting. Stop. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I will see you guys tomorrow after NXT. We'll talk about all the good stuff on NXT. Let me run NXT down one more time before I leave so everybody has a clear set thing of what we're going to be watching tomorrow. So like I said, we'll probably get another QR code and another hit to our of what is going on and what is happening for the next couple of weeks. Maybe we'll be able to decipher what this is truly about with the third clue. I hope we get a third clue. Briggs and Jensen are facing Pretty Deadly, and the NXT UK Tag Team Championships are on the line. Jimmy Neutron, aka Modoc, is going up against Cameron Grimes. This is just a war of who's the one who's on top, because JD is the new guy and he's trying to solidify his place. He already attacked Braun Strowman. Well, not Braun Strowman. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Braun Breaker. I meant Braun Breaker. I am so sorry, babe. He already attacked Braun Breaker after the match with Cameron Grimes. And of course, Cameron Grimes is on a downward spiral. So I guess we'll have to wait and see where this is going to lead for JD and of course for Cameron Grimes. And we're going to have a 20-woman battle royal. Now, I did mention these girls' names before, but just for safety and to make sure everybody knows who they are, because I had no idea who some of these girls were. They're battling for supremacy before they conquer us. Ew, gush your head. I can't with him. We have Yulisa, Sloan, Lash, Tatum, Tiffany, Electra, Ariana, Valentina, Kiana, Saray, Wendy, Amari, Tatum, Fallon, Indy, Turncoat Cora, Alba Fire, Nikita Maga, Katana, Kaden, and Ivy. All of these women will be competing for a shot at Mandy Rose's championship. We all know she's beaten about a quarter of all 20 of the girls on the roster. These are all of the active women on the NXT women's roster. And you know that's a damn shame because they are double, almost triple what the main roster has in terms of superstars. Between NXT 2.0 and the main roster, NXT 2.0 got more people. And that's saying a lot. Because you can't have no 20-woman battle royal on the main roster, bitch. Because they ain't got 20 women on the main roster. Girl. Anyway, 20-woman battle royal to determine Mandy Rose's number one contender for her NXT Women's Championship. Axiom is supposed to debut this week. He's supposed to have some opponent. A lot of people was asking about Nathan Frazier. Nathan Frazier is injured. That's why we haven't seen him on television in a while. It's because he is injured. I suspect that tomorrow we probably will see something from Carmelo, Trick, and Wesley. I hope, because they didn't revisit that this week. They damn sure need to revisit it this week coming. All right. And finally, we'll probably get some reaction or some stuff from Roxanne to get back at Cora for attacking her last week after her match with Mandy Rose. All right. And as always, SummerSlam is July 30th, which is in a few weeks. We have the show almost completely filled out. So I hope you guys enjoyed my show today. I will see you guys tomorrow where we'll talk about NXT 2.0. And I should have the other cards for SummerSlam to put in to talk about the rest of the matches that they've created. With all that being said, I will see you guys in the next one. And I'm going to give you guys a little message from me. And it's a good message. It's something that everybody needs to do. Hold on. Roxanne going to take Golden Corral out for the Battle Royal. And July 30th is my brother's birthday. Well, happy birthday to your big bro, Rico. And I hope she do take that pasty bitch out. I hope she do. Anyway, let me give y'all a quick message and then we're going to end it out. This message is brought to you by Hot Ones. And this is Daniel Kaluuya, and I have to show it because it was funny.
Like, take care of yourself, man. Like, cream your ankles. Like, the back of your ankles, cream that. Like, attend to yourself. Cream your feet. It's important. I'm trying to say you got to do certain things. Like, do it in the dark. Do it in private. Hey, just do the right thing in private.
Cream your ankles. And on that note, I'm going to go. Y'all have a good night. Thank y'all so much for coming and being part of my show. Please don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe on the channel. It really helps to get my content out there for everybody to see. And I feel like even though we're a wrestling channel, we talk about a little bit of everything over here when I go live. So make sure you guys follow me on my social media as well. All of my socials are the same at Sack Design TV 2. You can find me on Twitter, and you can find me on Instagram, and you can find me on Facebook if you're a little nerd and you like Facebook. But don't forget to follow me and subscribe, and make sure you rate my videos and get that algorithm up to push it up so I can start being a little bit more professional, so I can start making some coins. Okay? I will talk to y'all later. Love you. Bye.